Welcome to Weekly Briefing. I'm Rion. Dirty tricks, a common currency in politics. The merchants and makers of this particular currency sold their souls long ago to the altars of money, power, the devil, or all three. As such, there's a certain arrogance you'll notice in those who peddle brazen lies and insist you accept it without question. These peddlers believe themselves more calculating, more cunning, more immune from the scrutiny of the masses. This arrogance is their downfall. And this week has been particularly karmic for politics' dirtiest lie merchants. Let's start with Hillary Clinton. Just when you thought former President Trump couldn't be more vindicated, the Russia hoax has disintegrated even further inside Hillary Clinton's cauldron of rotting fiction. The Washington Examiner reports Clinton and the DNC have been fined by the Federal Election Commission for lying about bankrolling the infamous Trump-Russia dossier. The same dossier that launched over 6 years of breathless, baseless accusations Trump was a Russian agent.
The Kremlin offered dirt to the Trump campaign. The president's campaign said yes to that offer. That's no longer an open question. All that stuff has now been proven and admitted to.
To be absolutely clear, no one proved any of this. The proof was Hillary's dirty dossier, which became a comically circular exercise. Manufacture a dossier of dirty secrets, have the Trump-hating FBI investigate, and voila, a hoax is born. The obedient news Twinkies and catty Karens then propagate.
We're not the only ones concerned with the guy in the White House's relationship with Russia. According to the New York Times, the FBI was so worried that he could be working as some kind of agent for them that they opened up an investigation into it.
Testament to the fact this dossier was pushed to cater to anti-Trump hate fantasies. Here's failed Hollywood scriptwriter turned congressman Adam Schiff downplaying follow-the-money questions.
We have a lot of work to do in terms of a lot of the claims in the dossier, but I don't think it really adds much value to know who paid for it necessarily.
They didn't want to follow the money. They knew exactly where it came from. But like most leftist scandals of the anti-Trump era, if you were one of the rare ones following the money, you were slammed as a conspiracy theorist or a Russian propagandist or an enemy of democracy. Whether it was to question Hillary Clinton's dossier on Trump or it was a report on Hunter Biden's laptop. Meanwhile, Hillary's campaign and the DNC were doing the very thing they accused Trump of doing. They paid law firm Perkins Coie over $1 million for a made-up dossier on Trump. The Clinton campaign and the DNC both lied about the nature of their payment to Perkins Coie, claiming the $1 million was for legal services, not opposition research. The FEC found this factually untrue. The Clinton campaign, caught in a lie and forced to pay for it, insists it doesn't concede to the finding and yet won't contest it. About as believable and sincere as a post-Lewinsky Bill Clinton.
I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never.
Of course, they won't concede to the truth. To concede would admit their stupidity, admit their dirty trick blew up in their faces. No, they think they're so smart. But at least Hillary is a more cunning huckster than the current doddering bottom of his law school class career politician charading as 46th president.
Don't tell me what you value, show me your budget, and I'll tell you what you value. Well, the budget I'm releasing today sends a clear message to the American people that what we value.
Biden's dirty trick on America this week was his croaking attempt to sell a $6 trillion budget plan by telling us it was all about fairness, that he, the simple and pure capitalist that he is, just wants everything to be fair.
I'm a capitalist, but if you can make $1 billion, great. Just pay your fair share.
There are roughly 700 billionaires in America, most of them billionaires on paper anyway. Meanwhile, 40% of Americans pay zero taxes. 10% of America right now pays 70% of all taxes. The top 1% of America alone pays 40% of America's taxes. Yet, The Botox-filled simpleton whose mouth has bumbled us to the brink of World War III declares his new tax the rich scheme is all about a Robin Hood notion of fairness. Biden is merely repeating the Marxist battle cry to punish the successful, to demand the rich pay their fair share, all while the idiot left, genderless with their death-defying face diapers and fifth booster shots, plunder the U.S. Treasury, wasting billions on their corrupt, feeble-minded schemes. They expose themselves as politically correct pirates, plundering us into deficit hell, a barren land where gas is $6 a gallon, inflation nips our daily bread, and where success is not rewarded, but fined. Biden also wants to vastly expand the definition of income, applying an unprecedented and disastrous tax on unrealized investment income. In other words, if your retirement fund or your stock portfolio rise in value, Biden's IRS would tax those gains whether you cashed out or not. This is a slippery slope soaked in a gasoline fire. Imagine if Biden's plan was applied to your house. If the markets are good, the value of your home goes up dramatically. Rather than you celebrating a gain, you could be homeless because you can't afford the good fortune of rising values. Again, success in Biden's America is punished. Dare to stand up and say any of this to their faces, and you are berated as a racist, white supremacist, climate-denying, equality assassin. Still, they think they are so smart that they can get away saying their ideas are all about fairness. It's all about your safety. It's all about equality. It's all about defending democracy from Russian misinformation. The reality is, they're all about resetting society so you have no say in its future. The less you say, the more they gain. And that's why these merchants of lies must master the dark arts of censorship, be it through big tech or cancel culture. The only way their lies and their dirty tricks survive is to kill discourse, to push freedom of speech into an eternal night, a deep and drugged slumber. But this is their folly. Unfortunately for them, morning does come, and the power of light should never be underestimated. And that's my opening statement. Our special guest, when we return, is someone who understands this fight for unfettered discourse. Perhaps better than anyone you've heard in a while. You won't want to miss this. We'll be right back.